everybody and welcome to a new video. So today I am setting up my surfboard mount. Now I know you guys might, some people have an opinion on these surfboard mounts, but I thought I'd take you guys along with me because hopefully in this video there will be actually footage of me surfing. It is honestly the hardest thing to do YouTube around surfing. I'll be setting up my surfboard. Let's do a get to know me. Okay guys, sorry if I'm slightly cut out of the frame. It's just I also want you to see what I'm doing with a little bit of a clearer view. So you're gonna get a little bit of a half-chopped Stephanie, okay? Oh, I won't lie. I am pretty nervous setting this thing up because the double-sided tape on this is strong. And I need also one to get two, but I want to keep the other one for my longboard. I am so nervous. You obviously first got to clean it. So let's just start with cleaning it. I'm just using baby wipes. And yes, these are biodegradable ones, just in case you're wondering. And I've got a nice big scratch on my surfboard because someone decided to think they're cooler than me. And I had just come off of a wave and they decided to carry on riding the wave and literally went over me. Luckily I ducked and it was just a little scratch on my surfboard, so no one was officially harmed. But yeah, then he proceeded to tell me I must never let go of my surfboard, but I literally just came off of the wave. So I don't know how you expect me to just quickly, I was in the process of trying to grab my board. But anywho, let's just move on, clean this nicely, and oh, the scratches, you guys. That can be the first thing we get to know about me is what surfboard do I ride. So it is a T. Patterson. It is a fish quad, so it's got quad fins. It is, let's check it. Even though I've just swapped my board. So, it is a 6'1". It is 36 liters. So this fish from T. Patterson is called the devil fish. So it's not quite nice having the word devil. But what can I do? I actually really love this board. And this beautiful board has experienced some of the cleanest water in Mozambique. So I will never, ever, 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 ever get rid of this board because that is the cleanest water I've ever been. Okay, so while this dries, we'll go on to the next question. And I am, in case you were wondering how old I am 30 years of age. My birthday is in February, so I am an Aquarius. I am a water baby that loves hot summer days and nice warm water. You guys, these braces, I was pretty excited about them when I first got it, and now I'm getting very much over them because they are cutting the shit out of my gums and it's not fun. Meant to be doing housework, but I'm trying to set this up because the surf's meant to be good on Friday and Saturday. Today is Wednesday, so I want it to be all ready in time. Next thing, I am married to a man called Brian Smith. This is my husband, whichever side it is. He is a beautiful, cuddly, sexy man that I love very, very much and is super adventurous, and we do a lot of fun things together and I love him very, very much. Well, okay, I won't say no shit because I married him, because some people out there marry for different reasons. So yes, I'm married for love, very much so married for love. Oh, I'm still going to need the string. You guys, I am so nervous to put this thing on. So we're still just waiting for this to dry properly. So the next thing is I live in South Africa and I live in a town called Durban. So yes, it's not Cape Town, the beautiful Cape Town that everyone, when they travel to South Africa, goes to. I live in Durban. But let me just tell you, there is still pretty good surf. Like, it might not always be the cleanest beach or the nicest beach because there are very chaotic people that can be on that beach. But if you are a surfer, I definitely would say go try Durban. Cape Town's cold. J Bay has absolutely beautiful waves, but it's also cold. Durban has a lot of variety. Okay, winter you still gotta wear a wetsuit, but there's some crazy people that don't. But in the summer, the water's warm. There's variants of waves. They can get pretty big, but they also can be very small and a lot of fun to longboard. And Durban's also a pretty nice beach to learn to surf as well, because like I said, there's various places you can surf, like New Pier, Derry, North Beach, Addington, Ushaka. So Durban has like a nice long beach, if you want to say, and then there's different sections. There's some by the pier, like, so it all does change very nicely. So it is a really nice place to learn to surf as well. And we did have a bad phase of the ocean being quite mank, but I must say, guys, it is now August 2023 and the water is getting clean. If I must say, it's actually being cleaner than it has been in the last few years. So with it getting dirty and people getting their act into gear and sorting it out, it is actually starting to get cleaner than usual. Okay, well, I'm busy looking at my dog. She is sun tanning. She definitely takes after me, who loves the sun. She is my baby girl. She is a husky cross pit bull, so she's brinjal with these stunning ocean eyes, and she is a rescue. We did adopt her, and me and my husband will only adopt. We believe that there are plenty of dogs out there that need a home, and I don't see why you need to support a breeder unless it's to show off what kind of breed dog you have. My husband and I will only adopt dogs, and we do not plan on having any children. We do everything impossible not to have children. We have our own reasons for that. People can say what they want, and like, when you get older, you're gonna have regrets, blah blah blah, fish face. Well, while I'm chilling in the Maldives on a boss-ass surf trip, I don't think I'll be having any regrets. We want to retire young, and we've just got goals. So part of our goals is not to have children. Okay, the first piece is done, you guys. I've done it. I've stuck it down. So that's the first piece down, and another one to go. So with that, some of our goals are we eventually want to move to J Bay. J Bay has the most beautiful waves. I mean, they even hold, the second piece is so nerve-wracking. They even hold like one of the WSL competitions there, because it has some of the most beautiful waves, and even like some international people say it's their favorite place to surf. So we'll just leave that as that. Go look up J Bay. It is the most cutest, beautiful little surf town. I'm not a very girly girl. I don't wear makeup. I think the last time I had a full face of makeup on was for my wedding, which was going on 2 years ago. And then before that was probably like 4 years ago before that. And I don't even know how to do makeup. If I do wear makeup, it will just be like mascara, because I'm actually allergic to makeup and it irritates the shit out of my eyes. So I do not like it, and I think it is the biggest waste of money. What else can I tell you guys about me? So here's my GoPro. I do have the Black 7 Hero Black or something like that. What is South Africa like? Is it safe? You know what? It's not the safest, but it's not as unsafe as what everyone thinks. The only problem is we've got a very corrupt government. Like, Home Affairs is a bitch. So, I'm not quite sure how you actually need to attach this to your GoPro. The string thingy. So, like, for example, Home Affairs is the worst thing possible in South Africa. If you're trying to get a new passport, ID, driver's license, it's like torture. But you know what? There's a lot of opportunities in South Africa if people were smart enough about it, that you can't get overseas. Like overseas, it's a lot of people can't even afford to buy a home. In South Africa, it's a lot easier. And if you have success in South Africa, you'll be fine. Just don't worry about it. majority of the time people leave South Africa because they're not successful and they feel like they can be successful in another country, or it's because of the safety of their children, because I do believe that it's not the best place to raise children. There's not a lot of future for them because there's just, we'll just leave it as that. So come visit South Africa. It's not that bad. You've just got to have very thick skin. South Africa is not for the weak. You've got to have thick skin. The weak do not survive in South Africa, so only the strong do. Come to Durban. Come surf Durban, guys. People all talk about J-Bay and Cape Town, but Durban can be a lot of fun as well. Okay, the moment of truth, you guys, I'm not quite sure where this string is meant to go on the actual GoPro, to be quite honest with you. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I have to Google that part. See if it shows you on this little paper. No, that's a warranty. Okay guys, well, I'm basically finished and setting it up and just going to sit here and ramble because even though I'm an introvert, I can talk a lot. So if there's anything else you'd actually like to know about me, surfing in South Africa / Durban part of the world, just leave a comment if you would like to know anything else. And hopefully later on in this video, there's some surfing footage.
It is about 5:30. The car's all packed up. I've got my coffee and let's go surfing. I am so pumped. Like, I've been having so much fun, and it's so much fun. Like when you start feeling like you're progressing, you might still look like a little bit of a beginner and a doofus or whatever the cook name is. But the thing is, as long as you're having fun, as long as you're noticing you're having small little progressions, that matters. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Don't worry about anyone else besides if it's to do with their safety, as long as you're having fun and putting positive energy out there. Surfing's meant to make you happy, not grumpy. If you're going in the water being grumpy, you should find a new sport, like rugby.
Put all your stuff away and check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100 degrees. Burns under my feet. Won't you have a drink with me?
We have arrived at Durban Beach. It is a very gloomy, rainy day, and I've just driven up and I think there is bigger swell than I thought. So let's go have a look. If it's raining, I'm not going to video it because # we need to protect my camera. But if it's not so bad, I'll try a video. But let's go have a look. Guys, I tried to video it. It doesn't look big, but it's like a little bit big for me in a way. I don't know. Whew, I feel out of breath because I'm so nervous. But the thing is there's a lot of power out there, so they're not massive. Oh, yay! I get to put on a nice cold wetsuit, which turns into crazy foamies, which makes it really difficult to get back out, even along the pier, because they're breaking along the pier. Oh, why is this thing still wet? So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, especially because my husband isn't even here with me. But I gotta be a big girl. Oh man, this is lovely when your wetsuit's wet. I don't know, is it just me? But when you're at home, you don't need to poop, and as soon as you get to the beach, you need to poop. And the public toilets here in Durban, nasty. You might pick up some disease if you go to the toilet here. So you gotta just hold in your poop until, but by the time you like surfing that, your poop is gone. Okay, wish me luck, guys. I've got this. See, the thing is, you gotta go in with it with confidence and believe in yourself, and just hope that everything that you've been working on when it's smaller helps you when it gets a little bit more powerful. But I've got this. If I'm uncomfortable not having fun, I'll get out, but I'll let you know how it is afterwards.
Try to make it all undone, so it didn't have to hurt this bad. I don't say goodbye, I don't do this stuff. Don't go, don't go, don't go. Whoa. You should know why I'm not Gemini. My love.
My God. That was absolutely freezing. And you had to sit a while for waves, and so that did not help. It is like a little post-surf routine. Put this stuff, ladies, in South Africa, or if you have this anywhere you live. This is super affordable, smells good, and is perfect for after surfing. Everyone's looking at me, and that's why I stop talking when people come past. I think they think someone's in the car that I'm talking to, and then they walk past and there isn't anyone. So I also spray this stuff in my hair before surfing, so it just helps with just keeping it protected, and then after surfing as well, because obviously it would have rinsed out, but I put it after surfing so that I can brush the knots out without damaging my hair. Okay, well that was absolutely freezing. You had to sit for quite a while to get a wave, which just made it even colder. So now I'm on my way to Kauai, which is a restaurant here, to go get a smoothie. If you are not a part of a Virgin Active contract and you go like a certain amount of times for a certain period, like if you go like 3 times a week for half an hour, you literally get points to go get a free smoothie. So obviously I get that, so I am on my way to go get a smoothie in this nice cold weather. And we got the goods. Okay, this lighting's terrible, and excuse my unicorn horn here. I literally got a unicorn horn busy growing. But I got the goods, and the looks I got, because I literally look like I'm a hobo walking in the mall. I'm literally like wearing a dry robe with shorts and a vest and no shoes, because I forgot shoes. And I think literally people think I'm a hobo trying to get my free smoothie. But anyway, doesn't matter, because I'm not a hobo. Now I'm on my way home to my beautiful husband, and I'm going to take a nice warm shower and then gonna carry on with some work. Yo, this light exposes this unicorn horn, but next year I'm gonna get it removed because it's quite growing. Yo. See people, this is how normal skin is meant to be without Botox. I've got the surfboards cooking nicely in the sun, warming up the wax, or should I say like melting the wax, to make it a lot easier to get the wax off. So it is a nice warm sunny day, but it's also not like scorching hot where it could also damage the boards. So it's only about 10 a.m. right now, so you also don't want to leave your boards in the sun like on the hottest point of the day, because it can cause a little bit of damage. Plenty of videos out there teaching you how to remove the wax off of your surfboard. Now yes, it is important because these tricks can make life a little bit easier to remove the wax off your surfboard. Instead of making more of a mission for you, there's plenty of videos teaching you to remove the wax off your surfboard. Now, I am talking about beginners, if you've just gotten into surfing and you're unsure of these things. Now, the thing is that I've personally noticed is there's not a lot of people telling you why you should remove the wax off of your surfboard. So, first things first is the wax can get really dirty. So, I'm just going to show you my board here a little bit. So, you can see there, the wax is quite nasty and dirty. As you can see, the wax is quite dirty on my surfboard, and the reason why you want to change it is because it's just plain down nasty, and it also means like then the water's been a little bit dirty. Plus also, if you get like a little surf injury, like a little cut or something like that, and some of that wax might get into it, it just causes more of a chance to maybe get like an infection or whatever. So it's nasty, like how you've got to wash your clothes. You just got to keep your wax nice and clean as well. Another reason why you want to remove the wax off your surfboard is because by constantly putting new wax on the board, eventually your board develops like a thick layer of wax on your surfboard. Now this can actually be damaging to your surfboard. So if you've got a hard top board, long or short, you'll know after surfing for a while you start getting pressure dents, and that's just from water. Now it is the same with wax. Eventually you start getting a pressure dent in your surfboard. Like sometimes you'll see like older boards have it where it's quite pressured. I think I've got an old surfboard that I'll probably show you now that I use for decoration for my wedding. But you will actually start seeing there's like major pressure dents in the middle of it. Now this is also caused by having too much wax, because it's basically too heavy for the board, and then on top of it, it's got you on top of it, on top of that wax. So the wax is basically causing a weight permanently on your board that's causing a constant pressure. So you want to make sure that you only constantly have a thin layer. So that's another reason why we're taking the wax off, is A, it's starting getting dirty, and B, the wax layer is getting too thick. This is a surfboard that I had for my wedding that I redecorated, and as you can see, like over there you get those like pressure dents. So that is literally what you want to try prevent by having too much wax on your board. Another reason why you should remove the wax and constantly try to keep the wax a little bit newer and fresher on your board is because it actually starts losing its purpose of the wax. It starts losing its purpose as well, which is to help keeping your foot slipping off your surfboard. So by old wax, what it does, it starts like losing its stickiness, and eventually you can just like start slipping off your board. So by taking off the old wax and putting new wax, it helps keeping and maintaining that stickiness and keeping your feet, well, helping keeping your feet on the surfboard. So I hope these tips helped a little bit. I am still a beginner, so these are things I'm learning along the way as well, and I just thought I would share it with you guys because sharing is caring. So I am now going to go see if the wax is nice and melted off of my board, and going to remove it. There are two boards. They are not both not my boards. I am kind enough to be taking the wax off of my husband's surfboard as well because I love him, and that's what you do. Hashtag wifey. Oh, I'm squinting. So let's check. Yeah, so that's pretty melted. I think I'm going to start the process of removing this wax. Now time to re-wax my surfboard, but I want to try something a little bit different this time. I don't know if you've seen like those TikToks or Instagram reels where they're like paste coat, if you want to say. So generally people will make like triangular shapes for the wax to grab on when you waxing your board, but I've seen people where they do like really cool like medallion of designs or flowers or whatever it may be. So I think I want to try that, and let's see how it goes. So that is what I want to try. So let's see if this is gonna work. Hopefully it does. I'm not the most artistic person, but hey, if there's wax on my board and I don't slip off, that's all that matters.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be
A little bit later on in the day, I just had to stop a little bit with the surfboard and carry on with a little bit of other things around the house and errands and that kind of stuff. So now I've got a little bit of spare extra time and we're back to the surfboard. So I recently purchased an upgrade for my surfboard, and I am super excited about it because I'm not quite sure how the expense is in other countries, but here in South Africa, fins for a surfboard can be quite pricey. And then when you've got a fish, oh my god, there's a wasp. When you've got a fish that is quad, it makes it a little bit more challenging to find fins that are quad and that are still affordable. So I saved, and I finally purchased and found a good pair of fins. Obviously now I am still a beginner surfer. I'm kind of at the beginning stage of an intermediate. I'm not beginner, but I'm not full-blown intermediate yet. So I'm like a beginner intermediate phase. I did get myself a surf coach a few months ago to just help me a little bit with progressing on a shortboard. One of the things he said was the fins that I had on my board were way too flexible and weren't giving me enough like stability and speed on my board. Now, it sounds super weird, like I kind of feel like it's like a money-making gimmick, and it just didn't sound right to me. My husband, who is like a little bit better than me, well, a lot better than me. He got new fins and he felt different. So then when my coach also said like, your fins are not good, they're too flexible, you need to get new fins. Obviously then started looking at new fins, and this is what I got. So I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, Scarfini or Scarfins. They are very cool. As you can see, the colors match perfectly. So for the people out there that are new and you're trying to learn about fins, so these are a medium. So you get small, medium, large, as far as what I could see, and that all depends on your weight. I feel like fins can even start getting complicated as how complicated it is to choosing your board, and how there's a different board for a different wave. It can get complicated. These are the fins that I got. I got a medium because yes, I'm a nice big hefty girl, so I needed a little bit of a bigger fin. But yeah, the small are like purple and white, and I think the large are green and white, but I wouldn't mind like the purple and white. But this goes pretty well with my board, so I'm very, very excited. Like, this is the stages where you feel like you're almost progressing in surfing. Small things like this that make me realize how you even progress in the surfing world by just realizing small things on your fin. So like learning what kind of board you need and your fins, and learning about the waves and the rips. It's not just about catching a wave. There's so much more else to learn when it comes to surfing. And you, oh my gosh, I wonder if there's going to be a storm today. Oh, I've got washing on the line, so I better be fast. When you start learning about like the wind and the rips, and like how to maneuver around in the surf away from surfers, and the safety and duck diving, and there's so much more than just riding the wave in a progression. And it's pretty cool knowing that I've gotten to a progressive stage where I'm kind of realizing that this could help change my surfing. Let's set up my new fins, because I think I might surf this week and I want it all nice and ready and set up for surfing. Alrighty, let's put my new babies in. We're first going to take the old ones out. My board with its new fins. Oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. And then we have it. My board is nicely, freshly waxed. I don't know, can't really see the pattern on the camera, but I can see the pattern. I've got my new fins, and she is ready for the next swell that's coming through. I'm so excited to see if there is even a difference, so I will keep you guys updated. Very excited that there are small progressions that I'm learning about fins and the boards and everything else. So just remember, it's not always the big things. Sometimes it's the small things you got to be proud of as well.